Up next, Guam.
We are the most patriotic Americans that you'll see anywhere.
They serve in the military in surprising numbers.
Boom, you're going to war. But when we come back, what happens to us?
A population of unsung American warriors in the Pacific.
What is it going to take for them to know that we're here? I don't know.
You're in pain every day.
Are they forsaken by the country they swore to defend?
I can't get the help that I need, and I need the help now.
The men and women of Guam are U.S. citizens and serve in the American military at a rate that's 3 times higher than the rest of the country. And in the wars in Iraq and Afghanistan, Pacific Islanders have the highest rate per capita of casualties and deaths, the ultimate sacrifice.
We are living in paradise. And all this is just as a result of some folks that have signed up to put on a uniform and sacrificing everything for what we are enjoying today.
I came here to find out why so many of Guam's people have chosen to become warriors for a country half a world away, and some say get too little in return.
According to Guam's Office of Veterans Affairs, at least 1 in 8 adult Guamanians is a veteran, among the highest percentages of all U.S. states and territories. But in 2015, Guam ranked 3rd to last in per capita spending on medical care by the U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs, or the VA. This at a time when many men and women from Guam are returning from war with mental and physical health challenges. Last decade, when the wars in Iraq and Afghanistan were at their peak, 4 of the U.S. Army's top recruiters were from Guam. Enlistment in the Pacific Islands doubled, while it was plummeting nearly everywhere else in the U.S. Sergeant Gonzalo Fernandez was a top producer for the National Guard, winning Recruiter of the Year 3 times in a row.
In every village on Guam, you're going to find a big amount of people who served in the military. It's a family tradition to do it.
So that must mean that your job is a lot easier than in other places.
The success I have here, I probably couldn't duplicate anywhere else because I'm not sure that the people of those places are as patriotic as the people on this island.
Michael Bivacqua, a history professor at the University of Guam, thinks the numbers tell a different story.
A lot of it has to do with the shininess and the niceness of the military.
Guam's poverty level is about 50% higher than the national average, as is the island's unemployment rate. That's in stark contrast to the well-resourced U.S. military, which occupies almost 30% of the island.
Guam is one of the most militarized places in the world, and it seems like there's this excess of resources. And so for me, that's why a lot of them join, because they see it as this clean, green place that offers all these economic possibilities and opportunity.
Historically, the armed forces have always played a critical role in Guam's relationship with the U.S. Michael took me to Asan Overlook, where the defining moment in Guam's modern history occurred.
In terms of remembering World War II, this is sort of a central location. Here, if you look over there, you have the main point of invasion for U.S. forces in 1944. Chamorros would meet American soldiers for the first time after they had pushed the Japanese north, and the Chamorros would say, "Thank you for saving us," and the Americans would say, "We didn't know anyone lived on this island. People live here?"
Guam became a U.S. territory in 1950, and like Puerto Rico, its residents have U.S. citizenship. They can enlist in the military, but they can't vote for the president, who will send them to war. Guamanians elect a delegate who serves in the House of Representatives, but that delegate can't vote. And despite its connection to the U.S., Bivacqua says Americans are still largely ignorant about Guam.
Some people say, "Oh, Guam, wow, Central America. Guam, wow, South America. Guam, really, you look so light for an African."